And hello there, Hupit community, what is up? I am CD-Mangaka, and today I am bringing you a Capture the Flag on Scrapyard. I will be playing the midfielding position, which, if you're, any of you, which I think all of you are familiar with Woody's gamertag, this is my game with my full party, and we are broken up into three positions, with two people apiece. We have two defenders, guys who sit back at our base and protect our flag, two flag runners, obviously, and then two midfielders where we kind of go middle of the map, control area, get kills, a lot of kills, and build up kill streaks. And we have the Scrapyard game right here for you, because I just destroy people. I get a pretty excellent score. It's one of a really good game. Aside from there, let's see, right there I think I just lost the gunfight. I just got outplayed. I had him stunned, but he was able to line up the shot on me. He kind of had an idea where I was still trying to figure out where he was. So now I'm imagining that he'd be pushing forward through that doorway, and so I'm waiting for him. I'm just going to play this corner and wait until he kind of breaks the cover advantage so I can kill him and I can take back the position and the area I'm trying to control. That's my explanation. Let's see here. What else is there to talk about? That's a bad way to start the commentary. Running out of stuff to talk about. That is tremendously horrific. Now, why is... I have something I want to address. Why is Woody's gamertag method of capture the flag running, the defenseman, the midfieldman, and the runner so important? It's because it works consistently, alright? And it's the best way to play when you have a full party and going up against a full party. Now, there is a different way. I notice other full parties play capture the flag is where they have their whole enemy team just push up and close in on your spawn, and they take over the base where your flag is, but then they don't run it back to their flag. They stay in your base, and then because they're occupying your base, they shift the spawn outwards somewhere else. The best example I can give is Skid Row, where you're on the defense flag, where you're on the flag that's ADOM, and if you get pushed out of that area and you're defending the flag at ADOM, you get pushed into the tunnel. And then what the enemy team was trying to do was kill us as we were coming out of that spawn trying to get back to our base. Because it worked against randoms. The randoms are blindly playing the objective, saying, I gotta protect the flag, I gotta get back there, I gotta kill and get out of their base. They don't care about dying, and so they don't have much of a conscientious... they don't feel conscious about, running in there and dying. They're just trying to play the objective and win the game, because I'm good, it's fun! Look, Hutch, you're playing the objective. Oh my god. Alright, let's see here. Fail with the Predator. That was... I'm a stud. Woo. But... with that problem with that method is that it's easily countered. It's just my team actually was faced up against that method. We were up against about a full party, or at least a party of 4 or 5 guys, and they just came in, pushed the fire spawn. They had grenade launchers. My team has trouble fighting grenade launchers. I can fight them off so and so, but the new method was new, and they were all trying to get back to our base. They're in our base, guys. We gotta get them out. And as I noticed that, I picked up, and that's what the enemy team wants us to do. They want us to run back to their base. So I was trying to direct my guys, say, guys, forget our base, just go take over their base. They want our base, they can have it. And we lost the game in Invasion 4-2, but the next time they did the exact same thing, and it was on the map Skid Row, which is why I gave the example of that. It's because I had experienced it. They pushed us out of our spawn again, but instead of, having our guys running blindly back to our flag, trying to, get them out of there, we just took over their flag. And after that, we began capping flags like madmen. And they couldn't stop us. I mean, they weren't ready for that. They were just trying to push out of our spawn and get kills, but because they had given up defense on their flag, we could just grout and go. They weren't expecting that to happen. And we were able just to, all it took was just to kill a couple guys in the area, run the flag in, blind them with smoke, and we found ourselves winning the game pretty easily. And about halfway through the middle round, noticing that their tactics weren't working, they left. And we were able to win. And that... I think the method that that enemy team was employing to get to the spawn, push them out of, and kill them as they try and come back. Long title, I know, but that's the best I got. That method, I think, is generally concede because it works so well against randoms. I mean, that's how you get like 40 kills in a game. How you just slaughter people continuously. And it's a lot of fun to do. I mean, I believe my team doesn't do it this game. But it will work against randoms because they're not trying to, they don't communicate with each other. They're just blindly playing the objective, as I said. And it will work, but when you go against a full party, it doesn't work. All you have to do is just take control of the bases, and then you're in a little conundrum, because all of a sudden, it's a lot harder to run the flag. So that's why Woody conceived the method of 2 defensemen who are always at the flag, making sure it's protected, 2 midfielders who are providing map control, killing people, getting kill streaks up, and then the runners who just keep running. That way you can keep the enemy spawning where they're supposed to be spawning at. You can just keep them there, and you can keep on running the flag and have map control. And that way, you know, you don't lose possession of your flag. I mean, and that's how it works in game battles as well. There was a sabotage game. No, that's not a, no, that's a different example of a different situation entirely, actually. So forget my mention of a sabotage game, although I probably will post that one up. I'll debate that later. Now my mind's wandering off here. End of the first round. We got 2 flag grabs on these guys. I think 11-1. 11-1. Calling my payload because I saved it. And now I'm back to my midfielding business. Again, I'm just trying to control half the map. And so I recommend this is the best way to play with the party. You know, it's everybody plays their position. I mean, you can probably do the occupy the spawn area thing, but it doesn't really work in game battles. And perfect practice makes perfect, in my opinion. You know, there's that saying, you know, practice makes perfect, but it's perfect practice. And you know, I mean, if you don't practice how to play capture the flag the best way, I'll say, then you're not gonna be able to play it in the best way, because you're gonna, you know, if you are playing against randoms, you know, and you keep running down their spawn, occupying it, killing them as they come back, just, you know, polishing your KDs and whatnot. Then you go up against a full party, you know, where it doesn't work, you can't get down there. Then you all just keep running and you lose the game horrifically because you haven't practiced the method correctly. It just doesn't work out for you. So that's why Woody came up with that method, because it works consistently, and that's what he'd want to look for in game types, is like what tactics, what methods give you consistency, because, you know, everybody has the potential of going, you know, of getting like 30 kills and 5 deaths in this game, you know, thanks to the air support and whatnot. But it is very, very, and I repeat, very difficult to be able to do games like that consistently. You know, get 30 kills and die only 5 times in 5 games in one night. You know, that takes some decent skill, and I kind of pull scores like that. There are games where I am off my groove a little bit. You know, you threw me off my groove, man, and stuff like that. Other games, it's just like I can destroy people, I get moving on. I'm trying to be humble here, but I also have an ego to soothe, you know, so. Ah, man. Drop that guy. Again, I'm just trying to control the engagement. Woody has talked about that stuff. Midfielding on capture the flag, it's my favorite position to do. I do run the flag. There are a couple games where I actually run the flag. There are some on my channel, and but defenseman I'm not so good at, just because I'm the guy with the HD PVR on my team. It's like, guys, I need stuff for YouTube, and I can do my job well. And that's one thing also, you know, you gotta play your positions, you know. Like, if you want to midfield and give it a try, that's fine, but if you can't get those kill streaks up, if you can't pull 30, 20 kills in a game and get payloads and chopper gunners up, then you're more hurting your team. I have a guy on my team, his name's Dud222, and the man, he needs to work on some of his gunfighting skills. I mean, he goes negative about half the games he plays, but the reason why I have him on my team is because the man can run flags. Alright, the guy gets me 5 flag grams, 5 grams of flag, anyone? Ugh. So sorry about that little slur. The man gets me like 5 flag grabs every game on average, and I can let his negative scores slide that by because he's winning me games. And that's because he's a good flag runner. He's not a great, you know, he can kind of play defense as well, but he doesn't, again, he doesn't know how to control the engagement, some gunfights, and it's something that he can work on, you know, but as long as he's running the flags and he's doing that stuff, I can let it slide. And so you have to be able to play strong positions, which is why I'm midfielder, because a lot of the games I play, about 9 out of 10 of every games, I will get my air support up, and I will destroy people. You know, even, well, in a full party, I can hold my, you know, against like a full party, I can hold my own at the very least, and I know what I'm doing. But it's not like a payload every life, like if I'm playing with my party against a bunch of randoms. But I can generally, you know, just again get kills and keep the enemy frustrated. Wallbang for the win. Didn't know a silencer could do that. Here they're pouring out their spawn. I'm just spraying. I'm just, again, blocking them down. Trying to keep them there because I'm midfielding. Now they're kind of preoccupied. Look, this guy's trying to kill me. Alright, he's mad at me. And so he's not running for the flag. He's not defending it. He's just coming for me. Same with that guy. And so now I'm just racking up kills. I'm distracting the enemy team by midfielding, getting all these kills. And so now my team has an easier job of going for the flags. That's the point of midfielding. So, but be sure when you're in a full party, figure out, you know, flag running is probably the easiest job to do, but there are, you know, people who have more experience running with, like, marathon lightweight, using submachine guns and running routes, so you might want to let those guys take the lead, but be sure to experiment. But if you find that, you know, if one guy on defense, you know, is not letting anybody touch their flag, you know. He's like Gandalf on the bridge. You shall not pass! Keep him there on defense, because that's how he's going to help you out. And check this stuff out. Alright, I get a little cocky right here. End of the game. I got my spaz. Fail. Fail. Sandy Ravage. Oh, sit down. And then Martyrdom finally stops me. Oh, death streaks. Oh, death streaks. This guy, do you see how long it took him to react? Kid needs to work on his reflexes a bit. But anyways, we are near the end of the video. My score is 47-3. Midfielding, folks. Word. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Maybe some of the stuff I talked about made sense. This was Capture the Flag on Scrapyard. I'm CD-Mangaka. Come check out my channel. It's in the description. More where that came from. Thank you so much. Later.